2 Main Highway in Bamberg now presents the Coach's Corner Show with Trent Kynard and Anthony Harley, along with head football coach of the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders, Butch Crosby. We take you now to Fry's Restaurant for this live broadcast of the Coach's Corner Show.
Good afternoon, Red Raider fans. Trent Kynard live here from Fry's Drive-In in Bamberg, South Carolina. Fry's Drive-In is a sponsor of the Coach's Show each and every week, and it's being brought to you in part by Tony Bledsoe and all the fine folks at Fry's Drive-In Restaurant in Bamberg. Fry's is now open on Monday and Thursday nights from 5 to 7 for pickup dinner. More information is available at 803-245-4540 from 11 to 2 or 803-707-3198 anytime. That's Fry's Drive-In Restaurant, a Bamberg tradition under the red roof, Highway 301 North in Bamberg. Coach, how you doing today?
Doing good, Trent.
We were talking a little bit before we got on the air. This dreary weather's got us both a little sleepy, I believe.
Oh, yeah. It makes you a little weary there in this rain.
Yeah, that's what I said. But we're going to get through this thing and talk about Hemingway and then get the ladder later on. Coach, big first round win over Hemingway this past Friday night, 37-6. We're going to talk about the game here later on. But what's your thoughts? What were your thoughts going into Hemingway, and did they come out kind of like you thought?
Yeah, they're a little scary. We watched them on film. I thought, they're very, very athletic at the skill position. We knew they were thin offensive line and defensive line. So we want to try to exploit that on the run. We figured that, we can get them a little tired and pretty much get them where we want them at. And I thought we did that for the most part. I was excited that we came out early and kind of jumped on them early, and I think that kind of set the tempo, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Speaking about early, Hemingway was able to gash us a little early with the running game.
Yeah, we were out of position. I just knew that we were just so excited and geeked up having that 2-week break, not playing the week before. We knew what what they were running, but we just couldn't get ourselves lined up because we were so fired up, knowing we were back on the field, and I just thought we just didn't line up right. They knew they didn't line up right. Once we settled in, I thought we did a better job.
Early on, Jacoby Brown's fumble recovery started the run, as I like to call it. How big was that fumble recovery early?
That was big. I just thought, I think we took the ball down first and got some movement, and then all of a sudden we had to punt it. I think we did on that first drive, and our defense came in and gave up 2 big runs right there, and then all of a sudden we get a big fumble recovery. Jacoby recovers it. He almost took it back to the house. He tripped over a blade of grass.
We said that on the radio. I told him I was going to give him the Dickens when
I
see him.
Yeah, but that was big. We work on turnovers of how to pick the ball up on a fumble, and I think he did a great job of bending over and sealing the ball and picking it up and trying to scoop and score, which gave us some momentum. And I think, after we got the ball on that drive, I think that momentum took us and we scored off of it.
Talking about that, we were unable to score on the first 2 drives, like you just said. Once Hemingway took over again, after their gashness kind of on the runs, were you surprised that they went away from the run so early and started throwing the ball all around?
Some of the things that we thought they were going to do, they went away from it. I'm not sure if that was in their game plan or what. They ran the ball, but they knew we were out of position. When they ran it. Once we settled in, we stopped the run pretty much. We were just worrying about their skilled guys getting behind us, but the skilled guys that we seen that run those deep routes and run those out routes and stuff like that, those guys were in the backfield. So, we figured they were going to try to exploit the run. Once we saw that they were going to take those receivers and put them at running back, one of them with the quarterback, one with the running back, 13 and 21, were receivers in every film we saw.
Oh, yeah.
So all of a sudden, those 2 are back there. So you figure they're going to run. Our guys, once they settled in, I thought we did a better job of shutting the run down. And then those guys didn't throw the ball well. 13, we hadn't seen him throw the ball. He don't throw the ball very well. And all of a sudden, they had to start throwing the ball because we jumped up on him so quick. I think that worked in our favor.
Yep. On your third possession, Keyshawn Orr had a big return back to the Tigers' 30-yard line. Then you score finally in the first half, and PAT is good. You're up 7-0 early. You come right back. You get an interception by Orr. You drive down to the 5-yard line, unable to convert. Did that have you frustrated right there?
I think we got a penalty down there that backed us up.
We did.
We tell our guys we can't get caught behind the sticks. You can't. You're in the playoffs now. You got to smell that end zone. You can't get in the red zone and stall out and get nothing out of it. The penalty hurt us, but then we came back and settled in after, we didn't get it in there. We got them to the sideline and said, look, guys, you don't ever get in the red zone and don't put the ball in or find points out of it. So it's frustrating, but I think, as we get going, I thought we did a better job in the red zone of putting the ball in the end zone.
All right, let's thank all our sponsors. Sponsors for Red Raider football throughout the season is Vaughn Electronics, Steve Chandler at Chandler Law Firm, Chris Jennings over at Little Howie's Big Chick, the Advertiser Herald newspaper, Tony Bledsoe right here at Fry's Drive-In Restaurant, Rick Pinson, Pinson Insurance Agency, Dr. McElhaney, Bamberg Family Practice, Bamberg Board of Public Works, Richard Kemp at Farm Bureau, Keep Bamberg County Beautiful, Tagadoo's Unique Gifts, Wilson and Luganville Law Firm, Eddie Sanders at Hires Drugs, Ness and Jet, LLC, Bo Griffin, Home Federal Savings and Loan, Miss Nancy Foster down at Foster & Company, Sweets, Discount Tire and Complete Auto Repair, Southern Carolina Alliance, South State Bank, Major Graphics LLC, and the University of South Carolina, Salkehatchie. We thank all our sponsors that have brought you Red Raider football this season on WBSC 102.3. We've been proud to be able to bring it to you this year, and we hope that you've enjoyed the broadcast and also enjoyed the Coach's Show here each and every Thursday at Fry's Drive-In. We start at 1 o'clock talking to Coach Crosby. We sit around, eat lunch, do what you want to do, and then about 1:30 we come on the air. So come down and join us next Thursday because we'll have one. We're going to get past that, and we'll talk about them in a little bit. All right, Coach, you come back out. Your defense does. You get you a safety. It's 9-0. After you weren't able to convert on to get a first down for a touchdown. Right. Next plays snapped over his head, bounces around. We get it. It's 9-0 with 1 minute and 42 seconds left in the first quarter. The ensuing free kick is returned by Gareth Swarting for a 65-yard touchdown. It go up 16-0 with 1 minute and 30, right?
Right.
What you thinking of that one?
Special teams, man. We've been drilling that all year. Every time we talk on the radio, that's that phase of the game that a lot of people take for granted, that we stress a lot. And Gareth had the opportunity to be back there as a returner. And one thing he does when he gets it, he explodes.
He goes, don't he?
Woo. Man, he hit the hole so quick. When he hit it, we were on the sideline and say, he going to score.
Yeah, it was like first wave, that's over.
Yeah, once he got past the first wave, we say he going to score, and then he gets down and he about didn't score. I said, Garrett, what happened? He said, Coach, man, I was thinking I was going to cut back on him, but then I realized that I wasn't going to cut back on him. I said, you got yourself tackled right there at about the 1 yard line. But he did a great job of hugging it in there and coming out of the back door right there and taking it the distance.
You go up 16-0, like I say, with 1 minute and 30 left. Hemingway, at this point, and after you kick off to them, looks like they got a drive going. Mm-hmm. They're getting down to the 20s and the 30s. You're on 30. Big Nicholas Hughes. Mm-hmm. Boy, he gets a 60-plus yard interception return for a touchdown, 2-point conversion from Etheridge to Gageham is good. Coach, with 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Yes, you heard me right. First quarter now, you're up 24-0.
Right.
That's the most points scored by the Red Raiders all season long in the first quarter. Yeah. How were you feeling at that point?
I was feeling good. The goal was to try to get 28. When we came out, I challenged them offensively. It was how many can we get? And they said, Coach, we're gonna get 28. We got 24. So
that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. Now I'll tell you what. I went back to that Denmark game. I didn't get it. I was going back. Take that back. Did we score in the first quarter? Me and Anthony were talking. I don't think we did. I don't think we scored all year long. That was the first time all year long that we've got a touchdown in the first quarter, if I'm correct.
No, we scored in the first quarter in a couple of games, but there wasn't
many.
Yeah, it was
far and few between. All right, but we'll get there. But the thing is, you came out this week, I thought, not only offensively, but I thought defensively and special teams, they came out and did their job this week. Yeah. I thought everybody was on the same page, wanting to beat Hemingway, and that's what we did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we did. We just came out ready to play. It was first round of the playoffs. We're at home. Got home field advantage. The kids, I just challenged them. I just told them, I said, look, guys, right now it's up to you guys. It doesn't matter what we call. It's about you guys going out and executing, having fun doing it. and see how far we can get. See how many points we can score.
That's it. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Next possession, you hold the Tigers again. Swarting makes an unbelievable catch once you get the ball on offense on the sideline. Have you had a chance to replay the catch?
Yeah. We watched it. It was a great catch. He got his left foot down. He didn't bobble it.
You don't think so? I went back. We got it on www.youtube.com, and we zoomed in, and I'm telling you, we got a good view of it. Hey, the man made a great catch. That's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it. I'm a Red Raider, but I'm just saying he made a great catch.
I was on the sideline, and I saw it going to. We had the smash route call. I saw him throw the corner route. I thought Garrish, and he works that in practice a lot. He'll stand there, throw the ball, and he'll stand there and see how close to the sideline he can get and still catch the ball. So I thought, looking at it from the sideline looked good. Looking at it from the film looks good. Great catch.
I'm with you. That's what I'm saying. Red Raider football.
Great catch.
All right, you keep driving and you're driving, but again, penalties, stall the drive. You're unable to complete the drive. Was that frustrating?
Yeah, it's frustrating. We do a lot of rotation up there, so it's sometimes we get in those things, those funks where we can't score right there, or we get bogged down because we rotate so much trying to keep guys fresh for the second half. We rotate. I don't know if you ever paid attention. We rotate offensive linemen in and out.
Definitely.
We rotate backs in and out. So you're gonna get those things where you might get a group in there. The fit that you got in there. One of them may miss a call or something like that because we go no huddle. One of them may miss a call and then might have to catch somebody or get called for holding or But it's being aggressive. It ain't like they're just staying there, just laying. Yeah, standing around. They're just being aggressive. It comes at unopportune times, but that's something you got to live with. They got to get better with it. A lot of times you go back and if you watch film, a lot of holding calls aren't really holding calls now.
No.
It's just assuming that. Yeah, you just assuming that that's the only way he blocked the guy was because he held him, or that's the only way he tackled the guy. He had to pull his face mask. A lot of it's anticipating calls, but we live with it. We don't fuss and get upset about it. We just keep playing because when you start dwelling on it, now your kids start dwelling on it, and all of a sudden now you aren't going to get the calls. You are going to bog down, and we just keep going. We just tell them, just keep going. Don't worry about it. Just keep playing.
Let's make this thing happen.
Yeah, just keep playing.
Your defense comes back out, and they calls a fumble. Keyshawn Horn makes an unbelievable run. If you saw it where I think it was on your sideline, he hops over the defender and drags about 4 down for another 15, 20 yards. That's pretty unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, he's been running the ball hard. All of them been running hard. I've seen Keyshawn step up in these last couple of weeks and actually step up and act like a senior right now. He's all about business. And that's a good thing. I told him, I said, guys, you guys can start this tradition of winning the state championship.
That's right.
You don't be the ones that, we've been there. We done been there twice. Which group is going to put us over the hump to say, you know what, I was on the team that won the state championship. And since I had that conversation with those guys, he's actually been stepping up. All of the seniors have stepped up, and they're having fun. They're playing hard, and it's just going to be interesting to see how this thing play out right here in the next 3 weeks.
I tell you, and you look at them, and you can tell that you've told them that and talked with them because I've seen the difference. And I think Anthony and I talked about it last Friday night that the seniors seem to understand that it's now or never. I mean, you could go home and be the GOAT, or you could play what you got to do and do like you got to do, and you could be a hero. I mean, you could be the hometown hero the rest of your life.
That's right.
Still talking about the teams from the 90s, the 60s that won. People still, have little celebrations at the field, and that's what they need to think about and try to make it happen.
Put yourself in that elite group of being able to say, we won a state championship. When you get ready to speak to your kids, your grandkids, you can go in and say, I was on that 2015 state championship team. Here, let me show you some pictures. That's a moment that you want to be able to sit down and talk to your kids and your grandkids about.
Yep, that's going to be a feeling they never, once we get to that point, that's going to be a feeling they can never get taken away from them.
That's right.
The Red Raiders Coaches Show is here on WBSC Radio each and every Thursday, and it's brought to you in part by Tony Bledsoe and the employees who serve you at Fry's Drive-In Restaurant in Bamberg. There's something new at Fry's. They're now open on Monday and Thursdays from 5 to 7 for pickup dinner. For more information, call 245-4540 from 11 to 2 daily or 803-707-3198 anytime. That's Fry's Drive-In Restaurant under the red roof on Highway 301 North in Bamberg. All right, Coach, you get another drive that stalls. Even though the big run by Orrin, you get another drive that stalls, and you try a 34-yard field goal with Hunter Ehrhardt. The snap was kind of bad.
Yep.
The kick was no good.
Right.
What was your thought process at that point, kicking the field goal?
We were up. I can't remember what it was, 20-something to nothing right there. You get an opportunity to try to kick a field goal, something that we hadn't done in a game yet. We wanted to give Hunter that opportunity and that field goal unit an opportunity to try to kick one there right before half. The snap was bad. It was a little wet out there. Give him credit, get a snapper, that much credit as far as it was wet. But we gotta be able to push through in that situation. I thought Garris did a great job of getting it off the ground. I think Hunter was undecided whether or not he was going to get it to the tee.
Yeah.
And I think his steps kind of got off, waiting to see if he was going to get it on the tee. We just got to get better in that situation and just let it go. It's something you got to work on. You're going to have that. That might be big for us.
We talked about it Friday night, myself and Anthony, and we were saying that, you get in a state championship game or a lower state or whatever it may be, and it's 27-25, and you're losing. You're at the 25-yard line. Do you want to throw it up in the end zone, or do you want to try to take a chance and kick it and win it?
That's right.
And it's tough, I understand, but
if you never worked on it, it's tough to go in there and do it. So, we had that opportunity there to work on that. So that's the reason why we took that opportunity to work on it then. You don't expect the same outcome the next time we get a chance to kick a field goal. Because they've been out there in that situation and understand that that's a part of special teams. You got to really grind right there. You got to make everything work together. You got to get the snap. You got to get the hold. You got to get the kick. You got to make sure you're blocking up front. So we worked that, and I think that was a great opportunity. That was a teaching point right there for those guys. That we may need that down the road. So don't get me wrong. I was disappointed that we didn't convert and get the 3 points, but also it was a teaching point that I'm glad we had the opportunity to try it and it not be for the game-winning
kick. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
It's a give take a little bit there. I was more excited that we had the opportunity, that they had the opportunity to try it, and that later in the season you get that opportunity, and I expect us to convert on it.
Exactly, and you got to do stuff like that throughout the season. Being a decent coach, I'm gonna say a decent. You all right? No, I'm just teasing everybody, but no, a good coach.
That's
what I'm
right.
saying. You got to do things like that to try to get better and get over that hump.
That's right.
I mean, when you need something. So I was pretty impressed, Anthony and I were, that you even tried that. I thought you were going to try it earlier now.
Well, we did.
On that one drive when you got stalled down early in the first quarter up the other end.
On the scoreboard side.
I thought that we were going to try it. I told Anthony, I said, this be a good spot maybe to kick field goal. But, I saw that you decided to go for it. Gage them, of course, unable to convert it.
Right.
Now, we hold them on defense. They kick it back to us. You got a chance to score once more before the half. And I'm laughing because me and Anthony didn't give him the dickens about it. Boy, Gageham has one in his hand, and I ain't calling him out because he's been laughing too. He knows it. He said, Coach, Mr. Trent, I'm sorry. No, but the ball's right there. He drops it.
Oh, yeah.
You know the kid felt bad.
Oh,
you can't get mad with him.
We had to keep his morale up because, that's one play.
It happens.
And you don't want to let that one play determine how you finish this game. Opportunity was there. We didn't convert, just like we didn't convert on the field goal. It's nothing for you to sit there and hold your head down about and feel sorry for yourself.
Nope.
Just whenever I get that opportunity again, I just got to make sure I convert on it. And that's what we told him at halftime. I was like, look, man, that play's over and done with. We got another half to go. We may get that opportunity again. You'll convert on it and move on from it. So I thought he did a great job of bouncing back from it. But, he was wide open. It was a great call by the coaches.
Great call.
We saw that guy in there, and we just told him, look, you just stay with the course, and when you get – he's going to play run. He's going to play run. You're going to slip right by him. You're going to be wide open. I probably shouldn't have told him that.
Yeah, that's probably what got him.
That's probably what got him was that I told him he's going to be wide open. And lo and behold, he was there.
He was
wasn't nobody there within 35, 40 yards.
I think I'd already said, well, that's a touchdown.
Oh, yeah. No, he dropped it. Yeah. I don't think he believed that he was going to actually be that wide open.
It shocked me.
But
I told him too. I said, in essence, it's no different though. If you go for it on 4th and 1, you got a running back running. He doesn't get the first. What's the difference? You dropped the ball. You didn't get the first running.
Right.
It's just as bad one as the other. So
that's right.
There wasn't no need to be embarrassed about it. You go up 24-0 at the half. Your thoughts at the first half? What are you telling your players when you go in halftime?
We just got to put that 24 points behind us because we got that probably in the first quarter maybe. I don't think we got one in the second maybe. But No, we should have. We got them all in the first, I think, Trent, because I told them we want to score 28 in the first.
Okay,
and I think we scored 24 in the first. And, you know, I told them, I said, you know, we had opportunities there in the second quarter that we didn't convert on. We got to get better with converting there. I thought we got kind of laid back as far as not being as aggressive, being up that much. And plus, they've been hitting running backs when we were running the ball. They've been hitting us in the legs pretty good. So, you know, we're kind of being conservative so that we didn't get anybody hurt being up 24-0. But also we got to be more consistent of putting the ball in the end zone when opportunity comes. So I was impressed, you know, that we scored the 24 points. And at halftime, like I told them, let's put this behind us. That half is over with. It's 0-0 right now. And these guys aren't going to roll over to you. They're not going to give up. Their coach is not going to allow them to do that. So we can't come out here and be lackadaisical.
I think we said that on the radio too, Anthony. Again on Friday night we were talking. You know, I said, folks, don't turn off the radio.
I know.
It's 24-0, but you could see that him and Wade had some talent.
Oh, they had plenty of talent on the field. Like I said, they got guys that scare me that, you know, they get behind us. That we weren't going to catch them.
No, you wouldn't have called them.
That's just
that number
reality.
17, I think.
17.
Yeah, 7. He was good.
Number
12.
21, number 13. When 13 was at receiver, every game we've seen, he's done ran by somebody. And 21, when he got the ball, he's ran by people. And so those guys, you know, they were still on the field. So in the second half, I know he was going to try to get the ball in their playmaker's hand. So we got to be aware of that. So we didn't go in and try to say, okay, this game's over with, let's shut it down, because it wasn't over with
No,
yet.
it was not over.
Yeah, it wasn't over with
All right,
yet.
Coach, when him and Way at times now, having 9, 10, 11 guys in the box looking, fans have asked all week, and you know me, nothing against you, anything of that nature, you know I'm asking.
Oh, yeah.
Why do we continue to run up the middle and not throw more passes or go outside? Now, that's been the question all week long.
We tried to run stretch, and when we ran stretch, you got tackles. That's got to reach those stand-up defensive ends. Now, when you got athletic defensive ends and you're trying to run stretch or you're trying to run outside, they're going to outrun you.
Yeah.
And they outrun our tackles. I mean, that's just reality. Throwing the football when you're up 24-0, when you're playing solid defense, don't look for us to throw the football. I'm just be real with you. We're not going to throw the football as often as you might want us to throw the football. I don't care if they got 20 in the box. All right, defense is playing well. We're going to hold that lead and not do anything dumb and throw the football, and they pick it off. And momentum's something that people don't understand. Momentum will cause you a ball game, because if we throw an interception or pick six, throwing the football, they got momentum. We're only up 24-7 now. And they're going for 2. You're only up 24-8. Think about the momentum that they're getting.
Oh, they hype now. We're thinking,
exactly.
Oh,
here we go. So why put us in that situation? We threw the ball. We completed a couple of passes. We completed a big one later here in the game. So, you know, it was there to throw. But I just wasn't going to put our defense in a situation when I know that we can control this ball, because we can pin them deep, and if we can get the short side of the field, then we can be more aggressive. But we're not going to be aggressive when we're on our own 25, 30-yard line. It's just not going to happen. All right? I'm one that's going to take care of this lead and not give it up. I've seen too many teams that's up 24. Let's go back. Week 8. Out there, Fairfax.
That's right.
They're up 20-0. All right. They don't protect the lead.
No, they start still trying to throw it, still
trying to do
run
crazy
outside.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being patient and sticking with it. That's my job, is to make sure that we protect once we get this lead, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to protect the lead. When it's time to be aggressive, we'll know when it's time to be aggressive. It ain't the state championship.
No, but I'm telling you, Coach, and you know it as well as I do it, every fan loves to see offense. Every fan likes to see you go out there and score 75 points, 80 points. Yeah. But yet, again, you get up 24-0, and Robert Williams, the offense coordinator, starts calling 30 passes in a row, and 5 get picked off, and it's 35 to
and then we're looking like dummies. Why are we throwing the ball?
Oh, they have went crazy. Why didn't they run the ball? And you're right. So it's a no-win situation for Coach. I had to ask. I mean, I got asked all week, and you know we always honest.
Hey, I love answering those questions, because I want our fans to know at the end of the day, we're trying to get a win.
That's right.
We're going to do what we can to get this win. And when you're up 24-0, don't do anything crazy to give up that lead.
Exactly.
It ain't like you playing Branchville now.
Exactly. Let's talk defense and special teams. With 7 interceptions in the game, 2 fumble recoveries, a kickoff return for a touchdown, plus great returns. Again, how big was that for your Red Raider team?
There it is. They're a great defense. They're playing great.
Yep. 7 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries. What else you need?
I mean, what more do you want? These guys are playing their butts off on defense, and when we're going to go out there and do something crazy and take it away from them, like, Coach, give us a chance. We're up 24-0. So I was very pleased with the interceptions, the fumble recoveries we had. We even had, like I said, we picked 6. We had a kickoff return for a touchdown. We had a big punt return for long yards. So there are things that, I thought we did well there in that game right there, special teams and defense.
All right. And I was nervous all year. I've been talking about it. Secondary. I mean, and people ask me, and they say, Trent, what worries you? I said, the secondary. I said, we've looked shaky at times. You can agree to that. I figured in the playoffs, teams were going to try to exploit that.
Yeah.
However,
the challenge.
I know Corey's listening, and I'm going to say it. However, Coach Corey Crosby and his staff have dialed up, finally, the right combination of players back there, in my opinion, as we saw against Denmark, and now we've seen it against Hemingway. What's your thoughts on that?
It's just a challenge to us. You got to remember that, we still got guys early in the season that's got to get themselves being able to go both ways mentally. Don't forget the 8-quarter rule hurt us for 6 ball games. You don't have the depth that you think you have. And now we do have that depth because we got those young guys that can come over and help us on offense or spot them defensively. So you can do some more things back there. And I think now we got the right combination because Keyshawn, Dunbar, we don't have to turn around and run them 25 times on offense because we got Keyshawn Brown. We got James Ginyard. We got Cole Gage. But, so those guys can give us that break that we didn't have early in the year to be able to put those guys over there on defense. So we had to piece together and put some guys over there that probably weren't quite ready for the pass, that probably weren't quite ready to play over there. Now we got those seasoned guys over there that's played last year, that got some experience over there, and they stepped up to the challenge. We challenge those guys. We say, fans say we can't cover the pass. Well, we're going to see the pass again in the next 3 weeks. All right, so it's there. The challenge is there for us. Ladder's going to spread us out. Ladder's going to throw the football. It's all about these guys stepping up to the challenge and seeing what they're going to be about when it comes down to can we stop the pass. So, they did a great job of that last week. Yeah. They stepped up to the challenge. I'm looking for them to step up to the challenge even more this week.
I'm going to tell you, you look, and you're talking about Dunbar or your running back situation. In the past, Dunbar would carry the ball 15, 20, 25 times a game. Okay, let's just say. Now, with Gajan being there, like you say, with Brown being there, he's able to get a breather.
Oh, yeah.
He can sit on the sideline a little bit.
That's right.
If we score, that's good. We up 24-0. He gets to play secondary. Then all of a sudden, you see an interception by him. You see 1 by Wilson. You see 2 by Orr, and on and on.
There you go.
My main man, Hughes, got 1. Nicholas Hughes gets 1 for a touchdown.
That's right. And scored off
and
of
scores.
It.
That's a rumbling, bumbling something, ain't it?
Yeah,
that's a big joker. Me and Andrew were talking about it. I don't know how he outran everybody on that offense.
That's right.
Great. But he's the man. I'm proud of him. All right, here we go. Let's see. We make sure we got to get back to our notes here. Okay. In the second half against Hemingway, you're up 24-0. In the third quarter, as a fan, and I've been asked, it seemed, and I said it on the radio, like we were going through the motions. Now, that I didn't like.
Oh, yeah.
As a fan, I didn't like that.
I didn't like it because right at halftime, I just told them, I said, guys, we got to come out. We got to come out with a little more intensity. One thing about kids, they still know that, okay, they really aren't as good as y'all been saying they are.
Yeah,
so, they kind of come out and go through the motions. We tried to go to something different offensively, and we got Stahl, which we thought was going to work for us with it. It didn't, so we ended up having to go back to something else, which then puts defense in a situation right there that they gave up a big play, but that was just missed assignments. I mean, we were there. We look back at film. The big run by the quarterback really wasn't a big run if we just do our job, and I think we kind of lost a little focus there in the third quarter doing our job and making sure we executing on every play. We've been stressing that. I've been stressing that this week. When you come out in the second half, you gotta be able to execute. You gotta be able to put the ball in the end zone. You gotta be able to get a big stop. And when one of those things happen, good things happen in that second half, and we gotta get better with that. And that's something that we just gotta work on each and every time we get an opportunity to get on the field.
Yeah, and that's what I said. You know, the guys, I mean, they're kids, like you say, and you get there and you have to do it. I mean, Hemingway can beat you guys. Hemingway can beat you guys. Then you get a guy in front of you that may weigh 152 pounds,
right.
And you pounding him all over the field. You're like, man, yep. Coach, come on. And so all of a sudden, you miss a blocking assignment because you just halfway going, and you see that, and that's normal. That's what I'm saying. But they got to realize as you go deeper, you get into the Allendale Calhouns. If you get past Loudoun,
right.
You get past. Then you got Southside, maybe McBee, maybe Christchurch, maybe Willis-Nelco. Yeah. So I mean, you know, and you can't take it lightly. Yeah, we whipped Willis-Nelco early in the season, but they turned the corner.
Oh, they have. I mean, they're playing football. You know, they're doing what they do. They're going out taking one at a time, just like everybody in the playoffs doing right now. So
exactly. Let's thank our sponsors once again: USC Salkatchee, Major Graphics LLC, South State Bank, Southern Carolina Alliance, Sweets Discount Tire and Auto Repair, Nancy Foster at Foster & Company, Bo Griffith at Home Federal Savings and Loan, Ness & Jet LLC, Eddie Sanders at Hires Drugs, Wilson & Lukenbill Law Firm, Tagadoo's Unique Gifts, Keep Bamberg County Beautiful, Richard Kemp at Farm Bureau, the Bamberg Board of Public Works, Dr. McElhaney at Bamberg Family Practice, Rick Pinson at Pinson Insurance Agency, Tony Bledsoe right here at Fry's Drive-In Restaurant, Advertiser Herald Newspaper, Chris Jennings, Little Howie's Big Chick, Steve Chandler, Chandler Law Firm, and Vaughn Electronics. All right, Coach, we scored once in the third quarter and again late in the fourth quarter on a long pass from Candace Warding. The final is Bamberg Ehrhardt 37, Hemingway 6. Your final thoughts of last week's game?
It was a win. That's what we went in to do, was get the win. I thought we did well as far as getting the win. And like I told them at the end of the night, we want to be 1-0. It may be ugly, it may be pretty. But at the end of the night, be 1-0. And I thought we did a great job of coming out with the win on Friday.
Like I say, you got to win to fight again, and that's right. That's the whole motto, and that's what people got to realize. If it's 7-6, it may not be the game you want it to be, but at least you're still in the playoffs. You still get that chance to try the next week to advance to another week.
That's right.
And that's what fans need to understand. Now let's get to this week, Coach. Latta comes to Bamberg for the second round of the Class A Upper Division State Playoffs. Mm-hmm. What do we know about Latta? What do we think they're going to do defensively and offensively?
Defensively, they're going to pack as many in the box. They're going to play an old school 6-2. They may get into a little 50 front. They may lock up man on our receivers. They're going to try to jam them. They're athletic out there. I will say that. They're athletic. They're quick. Offensively, they're going to spread us out. They're going to throw the football. They got a little gunslinger back there, number 7. He throws the ball well on the run. So we got to keep him in front of us. We got to make sure we get the pressure that we need on the quarterback and make him make some decisions quicker than what he's been making on film. We got to stop the running back. They got a running back, number 23, that's pretty good. He's about 6'1", maybe about 190. Runs the ball hard. But once again, you know, we're gonna try to make this game as physical as we can make it, because I'm not sure if they're built that way. You know, every team that we've seen that they've lost to has been physical with them. Lakeview, Dillon. I can't remember the other one they played. There was somebody else who the other one, but everybody that they've lost to has been physical with them. They have ran the ball at them. They've thrown the quick, short passes and got their athletes in space. St. John's last week were very physical with them. They just turned the ball over 6 times. You don't turn the ball over 6 times. I think we're playing St. John's. So we're going to see how physical we can get. We're going to probably go back to some old school stuff and just to get our guys in that being more aggressive mentality. You know, a lot of times you get in this spread stuff and you get kind of in that laid back, you know, soft mentality. I want us back to being physical.
Exactly.
And we've done that in practice, and we're going to do that the first series of the ball game. I want to see how physical we're going to be, and how much can they take us being physical that way.
Yeah, I was out at practice Monday and again on Thursday, or I think it was Monday, maybe Tuesday. But anyway, the kids looked fired up. They were listening. They were not going through the motions, but they were doing what they were told. Yeah. And I heard a lot of positive things look like. So it seems like a good week of practice.
They've dialed in. Like I said, we've had a good week of practice. They've dialed in to understand what we're trying to do, what we're trying to get them to do. And as long as they trust what we're telling them, we're going to be fine. You know, that's the key point in it at this point in the season is trust. Can we trust that you're going to do what we ask you to do? And are you going to trust that what we're telling you to do is going to work? You know, I learned that this summer. You know, I went and spent some time, Corey and myself, spent some time up in Spartanburg at Spartanburg High, who won the state championship last year. And he said, Coach, the biggest thing is we had to get our kids to understand, trust us.
That's right.
You know, and if you trust what we're saying, then good things are going to happen. When you start trusting outside of the program, and then you get yourself in trouble. And he said, you know, if you can teach those guys that trust that every play that you call, offensively or defensively or special teams, is designed to score, designed to stop somebody, then if they go out and execute it, then that's going to happen.
Yep.
And that's what we're trying to get our kids to understand. I thought they did, for the most part, last week against Hemingway. I thought they did a great job. So far this week in practice, I think they've been doing a great job of just trusting what we're telling them, trusting that we're going to put them in the best situation so they can be successful. Not just, you know, for, you know, a lot of times you get into a lot of stuff and you're trying to make everybody happy. Yep. I'm trying to make them happy so we can get to the big picture, which is a state championship.
Yep.
You know, and every time we've been there, it's all about trust. Do you trust what we're telling you? We've been in there. You get there, and all of a sudden kids try to do their own thing. And you see it coming in the playoffs.
Yep.
Every year that we've been going to the state championship, we've trusted all the way up till we got to the playoffs, and all of a sudden, I want to listen to this person, I want to do this, I want to do my own thing. Yep. And you get away from the scheme of what we've been doing that got us there. And if we can stick to the scheme, stick to the game plan, I think you'll see each and every game you're going to be like, hey, man, coach is right, man. They're trusting what they're telling me. They're getting better. They're doing better. And it'll carry us to where we need to be and carry us to what we need to get done and get accomplished.
Now, do you see this team? You're 10-0, or well, now 11.
Right.
11-0. 11-0. Okay. I don't see it. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I don't see this team even caring about a record. I just see them wanting to win each and every week. Is that right?
And that's the good thing.
Yeah,
you know, as long as we can keep it that way, I think we're fine. You know, and I just believe that as long as they understand that, you know, we're in this thing together, that we've gotten to this point together, then we're going to be better off as we continue through this journey. You know, and that's the ultimate goal, is to get these guys to the state championship so they can taste winning it. And, you know, I don't talk that a lot, but I see that, you know, I have to say this so our fans understand. Our ultimate goal is to win the state championship. Our ultimate goal is to get these kids in a situation that's going to make them successful, that we can get there and win it. But they got to trust what we do. And I think they're doing that now. And I think we're still playing football well enough that each and every time we step on the field, we can win football games.
As you go deeper in the playoffs, does anything change on the way you game plan, or you go through the week? Do you maybe dig a little deeper in the film?
Oh, yeah. You got to dig deep in the film. You got to go and make sure you don't leave any stones uncovered. You know, we got coaches always on the internet trying to find out different things. You know, we call different coaches that may have played the team that we're getting ready to play, just to get their idea on, you know, what they do, what's their forte, what's their best formation, what's their best defense, what do they not want to do, what do they not want to see. So, you know, we do a little more research. It takes a little more time. And I think we're doing a better job of that as coaches. You know, there are some things that we're expecting that we've seen on film from this group coming in this week latter. You know, hopefully we can come out and execute it, and then maybe, you know, they change up and they do something different. Film hadn't shown that.
I know it, right?
Yeah.
All right, Coach, anything else for the fans this week? I know you want the stands packed. What would you like to say to them?
Just come out and support, man. Just come out and get these kids, show them love by coming out and supporting them. They're going to play hard. They're going to come out, and their ultimate goal is to try to win each game that they step on the field for the fans and for themselves. So, you know, the more people we bring, I don't know if they've been in an atmosphere. We call it the hedges. The kids call it the hedges. It's tough to win in the hedges at Leon Maxwell Stadium. For some reason, people come in, they get, I guess, I don't know, they get intimidated.
Yep.
Because of the fan base that we have, because of what goes on around the stadium and seeing the kids running. You got a group over here playing football. You got tailgaters in the back, grill smelling. The stands are packed.
That's something.
And it changes when you're not used to seeing that. You know, kids' eyes get big and like, wow. You know, that's the first thing the kids from Hemingway say when they change clothes the other night is, man, I didn't know it was like this down here in Bamberg.
Yeah, we having a party back there.
Yeah,
back,
you know,
cooking, grills, spoiling, loud music
it kind
playing.
of takes away from them because they're looking like, man, they walked through the crowd when they came in from the gym, and they see all of the people and the cooking and people standing outside the stadium and all of the talking and going on. Then they walk in and look on the home side and it's packed, and they look on the visitor side and say, we ain't got but 28 people over here.
There's 24.
That plays a role into going into the playoffs and winning games, is the atmosphere of having your fans out there and supporting these young men.
Yep. Next week now, I was just thinking while we were talking.
It's Thanksgiving next Thursday.
I'm about to say, now next Thursday's Thanksgiving. You want me to come to your house and meet? You think Denise has something for me to eat? I'll get the box set up. Anthony, you come and eat?
Denise,
she might don't know. She was saying, look at y'all ain't talking football on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. She might be saying that.
All right, but maybe I want to talk to you and folks listening, if Coach agrees. We may do it on Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, somewhere in there. If you get a free minute, we'll do it and maybe abbreviate it, but we'll do a quick one so we have it for next Friday night's game. Once we get past Latta this week. For the first time this season, the entire Red Raider, and I don't have the certificate with me, but I'm telling you, for the first time this entire season, the entire Red Raider football team is the player of the game. It was definitely a team effort. I mean, we looked at it. Anthony and I talked about it, and we said, look, if you see the defense the way they played, you see the way the offense scored, you see the way that running backs ran, receivers caught the ball, defensive backs interceptions, linemen up front getting fumble recoveries, linebackers getting – I mean, it was just unreal.
Oh, yeah.
It was unreal. So, I mean, it's hard to pick one person. So, for this week, it's going to be the entire Red Raider football team, and we're proud of them. Coach, I'll get your certificate to you, and you can hang it up in the locker room or in your office, wherever you'd like to put it. Any last words for the Red Raider fans, Coach?
Just come out, 7:30 start. Let's pack the stadium early and let's get them rattled early.
I think they'll be there, Coach, because everybody I've talked to is super duper excited about Red Raider football, and they're ready for this playoff game against Latta. Today's Coach's Show is being brought to you in part by Tony Bledsoe and all the fine folks at Fry's Drive-In Restaurant in Bamberg. Don't forget, Fry's is now open on Monday and Thursday nights from 5 until 7 for pickup dinner. More information is available. Call 245-4540 from 11 to 2 or 707-3198 anytime. That's Fry's Drive-In Restaurant, a Bamberg tradition under the red roof, Highway 301 North in Bamberg. All right, Coach, airtime for Friday night for us will be 7:15. We'll talk to you pregame, and you can tell us how you're feeling before we kick off against Latta. Game time, of course, kickoff 7:30 from Leon Maxwell Stadium.
A little chilly. Dress warm.
Dress warm. It's supposed to be a little bit cool today. It's muggy and hot out there, and then Friday night, again, it's supposed to get in the 40s, so make sure you dress warm like Coach said. Don't forget also, you can go to www.youtube.com, type in WBSC Radio, and it'll pop up, and you can click on our main page. You can watch every game from this season, every Coach's Show from this season, and much, much more. Again, we thank you from Fry's Drive-In, and we'll throw it back to Mr. Bob, and we'll see you Friday night. Bamberg Ehrhardt versus Latta. Airtime 7:15. Game starts at 7:30. Thank you, Mr. Bob.
You have been listening to the Coach's Corner Show with Trent Kynard and Anthony Harley, along with head football coach of the Bamberg Ehrhardt Red Raiders, Butch Crosby. Join us each Thursday at this same time for this live broadcast from Fry's Restaurant, Highway 301 North in Bamberg.